Hey guys, what's going on? It's B-Man the Champ here. Hope you all staying safe out there. And this week we've decided, because it's finally open, well, the outdoors part of it, you'll see it in the other vlog I've done. Playdium is actually open, believe it or not. So we decided to come down here, and we're just leaving it now. We're on the Highway 403, heading back to my hood, Scarborough. And it's a little later than normal. As you can see, there's hardly any sun out anymore, but that's because on the way here, the sun was literally in our eyes the whole time. And I'm like, oh, that doesn't make for a good video. So we just decided to wait until afterwards. Anyway, so let's talk about let's talk about this past week in wrestling. Of course, I've got Brandon.
Hi, everybody.
And nobody else, believe it or not. We decided to do it. We decided to go old school and just be the two of us this time. Mostly because, like, Playdium only opens until, like, 9. And by the time you pick me up, I thought it might be too late to go pick up anybody else. So we decided against it. But anyway, so this past Friday was the Undertaker tribute show, apparently.
He didn't even appear.
Yeah, well, he's the Undertaker. He's only going to show up on the big shows.
Yeah.
Besides, it wasn't in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of which, like, I get he's retired, but honestly, I don't buy it. Like, we won't see him again for a while, but I don't buy that he's done. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. There's no actual real retirement in wrestling. I mean, if it's true, then great. You know, this guy deserves to go out the way he did with that killer match against AJ Styles in that Boneyard match. But I don't know. I don't see it happening. What do you think? You think he's done for good, or do you think he's going to come back eventually?
I think he'll come back for one more match. I don't know against who, though. I'm trying to think of who he could still face, who he hasn't faced. Maybe The Fiend? Or has he faced...
Well, he's faced Bray Wyatt, but not The Fiend.
Yeah, maybe he'll come back and face The Fiend.
I guess it's a possibility.
Remember that, people. Remember that.
You heard it here first. Undertaker versus The Fiend, WrestleMania 38.
Or there's also been rumors of him versus Sting. Correct me?
Oh, God, no. You know what? Even if that does happen,
No.
I don't want to see it.
Those two are old. Like
10 years ago, sure.
That'd be like watching two like a grandmother's fight. Like, seriously.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
So, anyway, yeah, it was the Undertaker tribute show. They had a lot of good... showed clips of, like, his first ever match, and they showed the full Boneyard match. Well, with commercial breaks, of course. I think they might have cut out a little bit, but I skipped past it mostly because I've already seen it and I've got it recorded on my DVR anyway. But, so we had there wasn't that many matches, honestly. There was
SmackDown? No.
Yeah, there was the Lucha House Party and the New Day versus Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey, ho, ho. And who were they teaming with again? Oh, yeah, Cesaro and Nakamura. Looks like they're going to be starting a program between Nakamura, Cesaro, and the New Day for the tag titles. Probably at Extreme Rules, which, by the way, has a tagline now, The Horror Show. Which I don't get it either. Maybe it has something to do with what I'm going to talk about later on. But, so Lucha House Party actually won the match. They pinned Miz and Morrison, I believe, while New Day and Cesaro and Nakamura brawled to the back. So that's interesting. Maybe they'll be next in line for a title shot instead. Who knows? Or a triple threat. Or something. Do you watch SmackDown, right?
I saw parts of it, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you always just watch it on
Why you asked
YouTube.
to? I might have.
Just curious. Yeah, no, but I'm saying, like,
I've seen parts of it. It's just that I don't have time to watch the whole thing, so then I just watch it on like YouTube, like parts of it or whatever.
Well, sometimes I don't know. Sometimes you could have decided to watch the whole thing.
I used to, but now I have so much to do. Like, and plus SmackDown's kind of boring to watch the shows.
I mean, it wasn't too bad.
I did see Raw though.
Yeah.
MVP and Apollo.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a bit after we finish talking about SmackDown. What else we had? We had a fatal four-way to determine the women's championship #1 contender match, with Nikki Cross getting the win over Alexa Bliss, her tag team partner, Dana Brooke, and Lacey Evans, which is interesting. I'm probably still not going to watch that match, but it was nice to see a new contender for Bayley's championship. And the main event was Jeff Hardy versus Baron Corbin, after Baron Corbin made some, shall we say, disparaging remarks about the Undertaker. So Jeff Hardy, I guess, felt he had to fight for Undertaker's honor or something. So there was that. I skipped that match too. The only match I actually really watched, I think, was the 8-man tag I mentioned earlier. But I think Jeff Hardy got the win, so that was a nice little feel-good moment. And last but not least, apparently Braun Strowman wants to go back to the swamp.
I heard that.
So I have no idea what that means.
Oh, it means they're going to have a swamp match at Extreme Rules.
I guess so, another cinematic match.
Hey, I'll take it.
Sure, why not? They've done a pretty good track record so far. I think they've had at least one cinematic match for each show since Mania. I think. I know they had the Money in the Bank Extreme Rules. That was cinematic. And I guess technically the greatest wrestling match ever was a cinematic match, sort of. But, swamp match, okay. That's going to be interesting. It's definitely something new. I don't think they've ever had a swamp match before.
No. Well, actually, Randy Orton fought Bray Wyatt in
House of Horrors match, yeah.
Which was kind of in the swamp, but not really.
No, it was just in Bray Wyatt's spooky house or
compound, whatever the fuck it's called. Sorry.
It's okay.
I swore.
Swear all the fuck you want. I don't fucking care. And I'm not monetized anyway.
Yeah.
What else? No, that was pretty much it for SmackDown. Before we get on to Raw, though, what about NXT tomorrow night? Bringing back
American
the Bash.
Yeah, we'll see how it is.
Well, I think, no, that's next week. I didn't watch NXT this week, or last week, I should say, because, like I mentioned before, the stupid freaking, WWE Network channel I have is like a week behind. So, I'll be watching it tomorrow. But I don't get, like, apparently Sasha Banks is coming for the Bash tomorrow. She's going to be facing Io Shirai. I don't think it's for the title, though. Pretty sure it's not a title match. But I forget what else they said, but yeah, at least fixes me interesting. I figured the NXT title would probably be on the line, but no, that's next week. Because I remember Regal was saying there's a North American Championship match that was last week, which I'm going to be seeing tomorrow. And this week's Bash, and then next week they're having the winner of the North American title match will face Adam Cole for the NXT title. And a winner takes all champion versus champion match. So that's going to be interesting. But so for Raw, you mentioned earlier we had Apollo Crews versus MVP, and MVP actually won with like a fisherman suplex of all things. After, of course, a Lashley distraction, which is standard fare in these kind of matches, these single with manager matches.
Also, what about the beginning of Raw with that? I think it was a contract signing.
Yeah, it was. Holy
that
crap.
was very, I saw that on YouTube.
That was insane. If you guys saw that, that was great. It just started. It just went from the fade to black to the straight up just Asuka and Sasha just brawling.
Also, there was a promo with Rey Mysterio's son.
Yeah, well,
they're looking like they're gearing up.
One thing at a time. One thing
Sorry.
at a time.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to what I was initially saying, Apollo MVP. So I guess we're going to see MVP versus Apollo Crews, or Lashley versus Apollo Crews for the U.S. title at Extreme Rules Horror Show.
Looking like it.
So that might be pretty interesting. But so the contract signing. Let's get into that now. That was intense. I wish they had told us what Dolph Ziggler was going to pick, though, because during the contract signing, Drew's going to let Dolph Ziggler pick the stipulation for their match. What do you think it's going to be?
What are the stipulations again?
They're not. He hasn't chosen it yet. What do you think it's going to be?
Extreme Rules, because it's Extreme Rules. I don't know.
Yeah, but every match is supposed to be contested under Extreme Rules.
Maybe.
Bullshit. But
what about a good old strap match?
I could see that. I think they're having a strap match on. Was it AEW?
Yeah. Either that, steel cage now. Yeah. Either that or a tables match.
I could see. I know they just had one, but I could see them having another ladder match.
Yeah, that's true. We could see that. Maybe a cinematic match.
I mean, they're already doing it. If they're gonna have a swamp match, they'll probably already do it with that one.
But look at WrestleMania. They had 2.
That's true. Well, can you really call the Firefly Funhouse thing a match?
No, that was more of a comedic angle. A comedic.
Yeah, sorry if it's getting all blurry, guys. It's probably all the lights and stuff.
Yeah, we live in a big city, so.
We're driving towards a big city, yeah.
Alright,
so.
Oh, can we talk about the Big Show?
The Big Show?
Yeah, he had a match with Angel Garza and Andrade.
Or as he called it on the backstage there, Angel and Garza.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. Like, legit, go back and watch it. He actually says Angel and Garza.
Yeah. Or he says a Ferrari and Maserati. He says something stupid.
Anyway, yeah, so Big Show, and he tried to, as people are calling, he tried to pull rank.
Sorry for the noise. We're on uneven road.
Yeah.
Because we're keeping Ontario moving for the people. If anyone gets that. For the people.
Oh my god, it's so fucking blurry. Come on, focus, damn it. Sorry guys, just give me a second. Let's see if I can. Okay, that looks a little better. Hope that's a little better for you guys. Sorry about that. I don't know why it's so damn blurry. This happened last time when I was on Kennedy, when we were driving on Kennedy Road there. It's getting blurry. Or maybe it's because of the time. You guys have a hard time adjusting or whatever, but hopefully that's better. Anyway, let's get back on track here. So yeah, Big Show, he tried to pull rank on Andrade and Angel to cut a promo on Randy Orton, and then of course they come out and interrupt him, and then Ric Flair comes out, which, you know, one of these things is not like the other. I don't even know why Flair was out there, honestly.
True. Maybe he's Randy Orton's manager?
I mean, yeah, but does Randy Orton really need a manager? So, of course, at least a handicap match, but then we get into the tag team match. Viking Raiders versus Andrade and Angel. And surprising win by Andrade, like, especially when they were teasing that whole breakup. But Angel and Andrade actually won that match. And I think the most surprising thing of all was that Angel was able to lift up Eric for his Angel's clip. Is it clipped wing? Angel's clipped wings or something? Angel's wing? I keep forgetting what the hell he calls it.
Angel wings, I believe. Yeah.
Angel's
wings.
Clipped wings or something?
Somebody tell us in the comment section, would you?
Yeah, that'd be greatly appreciated. But yeah, Eric's like no small guy. He's like, what, 270 pounds?
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Angel's like a cruiserweight, so damn, that was impressive. I'm trying to think. There's other stuff. So I skipped a lot of it. I usually do. I usually tape Raw and then I just skip through most of it. We had shit. Okay, you know what? Let's talk about that Ray and Seth thing. That reminds me too. That was another match. Aleister Black and Humberto Carrillo versus Murphy and Rollins. And of course, Murphy and Rollins got the win, and then they were threatening to stab Humberto's eye into the steel steps. They actually put the Rey Mysterio mask on him.
Oh, that's why he was wearing a mask. I was wondering.
Yeah, well, now you know. But yeah, Seth Rollins came up beforehand, and he said, "I'd like to apologize, but not for what I've done, for what I'm about to do." And then Ray comes on the big screen, and he says basically the same thing. He says, "I'm going to apologize, but not to you, Seth Rollins, to you, Dominic. What I'm gonna do to Seth, or something like that." I can catch the gist of it. It's yeah, so that was interesting. I had no idea what I was saying. This is what happens when you're off the cuff.
What else happened on Raw? What was the main event? Tag team?
Yeah, it was, but I think there was other stuff too. Big Show won his handicap match against Andrade and Angel, or as they said, as Angel and Garza. I'm gonna keep doing that now. I don't care. That's just funny. And then I think Angel walked away from Andrade, so they're still teasing a breakup. Even though Zelina was adamant on commentary during their tag team match earlier that nothing was going on, everything was good. But yeah, we see how well that played out, didn't we?
Right.
And Joe did a killer line on commentary, but I missed some of it. But he gave a great burn to Byron Saxton too. I missed some of it. I don't know why, but I was listening on commentary, and then Joe delivered a great burn to Byron Saxton, and I missed some of it, and I don't even remember what the hell he said. But I remember when I heard it, I was laughing my ass off. There was another women's segment, wasn't there?
I think so. I don't remember who it was with.
Oh yeah, it was Ruby Riott versus one of the Iconics. I think it was Peyton Royce.
Yeah.
And Peyton won, so that's a thing. So I don't know what they're going to do with Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott. If they're going to put them back together again. Which is kind of dumb if you ask me. Just keep them separated. But I guess if they got nothing better to do,
gotta keep them separated.
I just knew you were going to make that reference.
You did?
I had a feeling. I was thinking it in my mind too, and then you beat me to it. Oh yeah, this was fun. So R-Truth got his 24/7 title back. I think you said he's a 37-time champion now or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So he had his match with Tozawa, and he tried to. I think one of the ninjas tried to pin him afterwards, and then he kicked out. So crazy, huh? Roll-ups usually work for everybody else, but not some random ninja. It's crazy. I always thought the roll-up was the most devastating finisher in all of WWE history. But anyway, it's not to be. And then later on, you see R-Truth in a backstage segment, and he still thinks it was a Cedric Alexander, Ricochet, and Apollo Crews, and he still thought they were the ninjas.
Oh, they had a match too.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I was just reminding you.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that in a second.
A team who we haven't seen in action since April.
Who's that?
Ricochet and Cedric Alexander.
Ricochet was the one that had the match.
When was the last time he even had a match?
I don't know.
Since
or is R-Truth Ricochet, or as R-Truth calls him, Richard O'Shea.
Yeah.
So after that Apollo match, MVP won with like I said, a fisherman suplex, which is crazy. Lashley starts beating up Apollo, and then out came Richard O'Shea and Cedric, the Entertainer, as R-Truth called him, to make the save. And then you got a match between Ricochet and Lashley, which was actually a pretty good match. There was a time when I legit thought Ricochet was going to win for a second, but was not to be. Lashley got the win. So some good moves though. Oh, I forgot to mention earlier too, in the Seth Rollins match, I don't know if you saw it there, Brandon, but he did Yeah, Buddy Murphy had, I think it was Cabrillo up on his shoulders, and Seth Rollins delivered a flying knee from the top rope. So it was like a knee doomsday device thing.
Wow.
It's a doomsday knee, I think somebody was calling it. It's crazy. It's a good move. And so now we come to our main event, unless I'm missing something else here.
I just want to say there was something on the Wrestling News site today. For anyone who follows the UFC, Henry Cejudo, who's an Olympic gold medalist, basically just like a Kurt Angle, there's rumors of him training to go into the WWE. He was seen training, I believe it was yesterday, at a gym where R-Truth trains. Now, like, this guy's a small guy. I'd say he's about, I don't want to say that he's a Mysterio size. He is Mexican Spanish, so, but he's a good athlete. He just retired from UFC, so, and he's young. He's 33, so he might go to WWE one day.
That reminds me, WWE is apparently interested in signing former Impact World Champion Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah, so there's another good signing. Yeah. It'd be nice to see him fight, though, because he's a good guy, Cejudo. He's really funny. Check him out on the Joe Rogan podcast. He was on there a few weeks ago. Him and Joe were smoking dope, to say it nicely, and they told excellent stories. Like,
you guys hear that? Oh, sorry, you guys hear that? Holy cow.
Yeah.
You guys really got it.
Anyways, this guy's also a great promo artist. I really encourage you to look at his UFC stuff. He's great on the mic. He's hilarious. He's very arrogant. Look up some of his UFC fights. He's an amazing fighter.
Well, hopefully WWE doesn't neuter him too badly.
If they put him into because he is kind of a small guy. So I could see Vince maybe putting him in 205. Don't do that. He's a great
he's going to do athlete. That. I think that's Triple H's thing, though. Now, I think Triple H. Yeah,
but they've done all right with the 205, but I haven't really been watching a lot lately. But I've heard it's gotten better than how it used to be.
There's supposedly a conference call today about WWE NXT UK.
Oh, I heard. Well, because of all their guys there are being with the allegations, I believe. What's the guy's name? Travis Banks. Not Oni Lurkin. Jack Gallagher.
Gallagher's already been released.
Well, he's been with Jordan Devlin.
I think he got stripped of his title.
Ligero. Yeah, so they're basically their roster's gone.
Yeah.
Besides like Imperium, but now they're on NXT. Walter, Tyler Bate, Trent Seven, Mustache Mountain.
Yeah.
Pete Dunne. So that's basically it. Women-wise, they've got Isla Dawn.
Tony Storm.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, it'll be interesting to see what happens with that.
Definitely. But we got a little
I'll
off
shut
track
up now.
there.
I'll let him talk.
It's
Sorry.
Okay.
I just had to get that out there for anyone.
No, dude, it's cool. It's cool.
What the fuck?
Is it raining? Damn.
Okay.
I think I heard something we might get rain, but I thought that was tomorrow.
Wow, okay.
But anyway, so the main event was a mixed tag team match between the champions, Drew McIntyre and Asuka, versus the challengers, Dolph Ziggler and Sasha Banks. And again, I didn't really watch this match. I probably should have, but I didn't. Bayley was on commentary. Apparently she was pretty good. But Sasha Banks got the pin on Asuka. So her and Dolph win the match. So that's probably good momentum for them heading into their match in a couple weeks at Extreme Rules Horror Show. I wonder if the women's match is going to have a stipulation.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can stop your wipers now.
Or not.
Oh, Jesus.
You just had to open your mouth, Brandon, didn't you? I'm just kidding.
Well, excuse me.
Yeah.
And they're back.
Anyways, it's
so yeah, that was pretty much all that happened this past week. I mean, decent shows. Weren't too bad. Weren't great, but they weren't bad. got anything else you want to talk about there?
That's it. I just had to say that. I'll shut up now, everybody. Sorry. I had to get that.
You don't have to shut up.
I don't think they want to hear me talk. Because I'll go all night. I'm like a politician. Don't get me started with the politics, folks.
No, this is completely politics. No, this is a completely politic-free channel.
Yeah, we're not going to go there. We've had that debate before off camera.
Yes, we have.
It was really good.
Okay, I think you can stop it now. So, we're finally back in Scarborough. Yeah, it's been going on. Well, it's actually not as long as the couple ones I've done. It's only been about 25 minutes.
Oh, are you still filming?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were.
Oh, of course I am. We don't really have much to talk about right now, though, unless you can think of something.
Am I allowed to talk about Monday?
Sure.
We're going to Niagara Falls Monday.
Yeah, we are. I might be able to bring you guys a vlog. I'm not sure on that,
I was going to say, because we're going to go on the jet.
Oh, I'm definitely not vlogging that.
No. Unless you have a waterproof phone.
I don't. And I don't think I want to get the equipment necessary.
I might go in a few of the wax museums.
That'd be interesting. I think I've been. Yeah, I went to one last year. I went one with John.
Yeah, they're really cool. You guys should do them.
Also, too, when we were out at Square One there, I was able to pick up a Yu-Gi-Oh! 2019 Megatents, opening that up pretty soon. Probably, if not tomorrow, then probably the day after. So keep an eye out for that. It's the first one I've done in a long time. I haven't been able to find any. Still no magical heroes, which freaking sucks, but I guess I can't be all that surprised. Actually had a pretty good selection this time. I would have got more, but it's just like, yeah, screw it. Anyway, so I think that'll pretty much, I know we're still going, but I think that'll pretty much wrap things up from here because we're almost at our destination. So that'll do it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.